Before you hit record or start scheduling those interviews, let's talk strategy. Planning your episodes isn't just about brainstorming topics. It's about crafting your roadmap for your podcast that keeps your audience engaged and coming back for more. First up in this lesson, we're going to delve into the world of keyword research. Think of this as laying the foundation or the framework for your content. By understanding what your audience is searching for or interested in, you can tailor your episodes to meet their needs and interests. We're going to explore the benefits of keyword research, how to do it effectively, and some tools that you can use to succeed in your keyword research. Let's dive in. The journey to creating engaging and impactful episodes really starts here. Planning out your episodes will set the stage for everything that follows. Before you hit record or start lining up those interviews, take a moment to brainstorm some subtopics or series that you may want to explore. Some podcasters like to use the term season to categorize particular themes or topics together. If there's a theme or a group of subtopics that you come up with that are connected, you may want to consider this yourself. All right, let's get into keyword research. Now, with your target audience in mind, we're going to come up with a list of common keywords or terms that they may be searching for. Put another way, what are your target listeners typing into their search bar whenever they open Google or YouTube? This process is known as keyword research. It's the process of identifying the words and phrases that people use when searching for content online. Keyword research serves as a blueprint for your content creation efforts, as it helps outline the topics or keywords that will resonate with your audience. Let's talk about the benefits of keyword research. While it may seem like keyword research is just one more additional thing piling up in the good old to-do list of starting your podcast, I can assure you that there are great benefits to taking this extra step whenever you're developing your show. First, it helps you understand your audience. Keyword research will provide you insights into the topics and questions that are important to your audience. What's your ideal audience already listening to and wanting to hear more of? Second, it improves your visibility in podcast directories. Like I mentioned earlier, 40% of podcast listeners find new shows by directly searching on their preferred listening platforms. By targeting relevant keywords, you can increase the chances of your podcast being discovered by new listeners and show up for 40% of listeners that you may have missed. And third, it enhances your content strategy. Keyword research can help you identify new topics to cover and will ensure that your content is aligned with the interest of your audience. All right, here's how to do keyword research. Start by compiling a list of topics, subtopics, and keywords that may be relevant to your podcast or that you may want to cover. I suggest you try to come up with at least 30 items on this list. Write down anything that comes to mind. Before you search online, I recommend that you start with what you think is important, so the search results don't sway you. Then you can use additional research to fill in the gaps and verify your assumptions. If you're having trouble getting to 30, you can utilize Google, YouTube, and even your favorite podcast app to get new ideas. Okay, now I want you to type in the keywords that you have written down and questions that you think your listeners may be asking. You can look at the suggested searches and the related searches in Google to spark some additional ideas. Another great way to get additional ideas is you can find some similar videos or podcasts that cover similar topics to your show. You can scroll through the comments and see what additional questions people are asking. Analyze the search volume and competition for each keyword to determine which ones are the biggest opportunities. Consider the intent behind each keyword and how it aligns with the goals that you have for your podcast. What's the main intent or goal that someone would have whenever they're searching for a particular keyword? Now, with this list of keywords, you should now have a list of 30 or more different podcast episode ideas. From this list, you can start thinking about specific episode titles and guests that you may want to bring on to discuss a particular topic. Every episode doesn't necessarily have to have a keyword tied to it, but it can help your show get discovered, especially whenever you're first starting out. The last step is to organize this list. Try to group common topics, subtopics, and keywords together in order to build on the momentum. I'd recommend starting out with the topic or the guest that may be the most appealing to your ideal listener. Now, this list doesn't have to be exhaustive. Once you start recording and releasing episodes, you'll start coming up with other ideas, and your audience and your guests will help you identify other topics that you may want to cover. The point of this exercise is to avoid feeling blocked after releasing only a couple of episodes and not being able to come up with new episode ideas. You can come back to this list and continue to build on it. One pro tip is you can consider creating an editorial calendar that helps you plan and schedule your episodes in advance. You can use a calendar tool or a spreadsheet to map out episodes, release dates, topics, guests, and any special episodes or series. Having a calendar can help keep you organized and ensure consistent content delivery. Here are a few great tools that you can use in your keyword research efforts. Google Autocomplete. Simply open Google in an incognito or private window, so your local search history doesn't impact the results. Then type in the word and look through the autocomplete words that Google shows. These recommended terms likely have high search volume. Google Trends. This is a free tool that allows you to explore keywords that are trending and see what people are searching for. Google Keyword Planner. This is a free tool that provides insights into keyword search volume. This tool does require you to have a Google Ads account. Answer the Public. Answer the Public allows you to discover what people are asking online. They do this by listening into autocomplete data from online search engines, and they crank out every useful phrase and question that people are asking around your keyword. Ahrefs. Ahrefs is a very powerful SEO tool that provides keyword research, backlink analysis, and site audit features. This tool is built more for website SEO and one that I've personally used and have also found useful in podcast search optimization. Asha PSO. Asha has built a dedicated podcast search engine optimization tool that allows you to identify keywords, get search volume insights, and even track your podcast search results position on Apple and Spotify. It's pretty cool. Online communities. You can find online communities or forums that focus on your topic. A few online communities that I've found helpful are Facebook groups, Reddit, and Discord. Join a few relevant groups and make sure you contribute and engage. Online communities can also be a great place to tell others about your podcast, get feedback on your show, and even find new guests. Keyword research is an essential tool that can help you identify opportunities, optimize your content, and reach a larger audience. By understanding the basics of keyword research and how it applies to your podcast, you can identify some golden opportunities, gain more listeners, and ultimately create content that resonates with your audience.